conditioner that is portable. It's DeLonghi's 500 3-in-1 portable air conditioner. This thing is customer top rated. That means you, the QVC customer, has gone online to write a positive review about how much you just love this air conditioner. I think you love being cool, especially in the summer. It is $429.60. The retail price for this is $549. So the QVC price is a little bit lower, but for retail, that's a really big savings. Right now, it's on an easy pay of $85.92. So yes, this is definitely a considered purchase, but you will have this for years to come. But right now, it's just going to keep you cool in this summer to come because it is expected to be a really hot one. And if you live in areas that's already warm, you are feeling it already. I know we're starting to definitely feel it here on the East Coast as well. So we're going to bring in Sean Pickford, who is the expert about this and is going to tell us how it works, all the amazing features on this, and why we need it to help us keep cool in the summer. Hey, Sean, how are you?
Good morning, Monifa. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you so much. So, I hate being hot. I don't like it.
I think we all do.
I like the heat though, but I don't like to be hot when I have a choice about it, if that makes sense. So
Right.
I am a huge proponent of an air conditioner, and one that's portable. I think that's really great.
Yeah, this one's portable because it's on wheels. So as soon as you take it out of the box, you just wheel it into the room where you need it. You install your window kit, and we'll show you how to do that. There's easy step-by-step instructions on a laminated card. So everything that we do at DeLonghi, we try and make it easier on you. No tools required to install this one. You plug it into a standard household outlet. So it couldn't get any easier. So for a lot of people that say, well, you know, I had one of those big window air conditioners where you had two people to lift it up and put it into the window, and it sounded like a jet plane taking off. I couldn't sleep. Well, we've solved all those issues for you when it comes to portable air conditioners. And who better than DeLonghi, who introduced portable air conditioning to us in the United States. So this company's been around for over 100 years. They know what they're talking about when it comes to keeping us cool. And as you said, I like the heat too. I don't like to be cold. But you know what? I also don't like all the things that go with, all right, setting up an air conditioner in the traditional ways. I didn't like all the noise and everything else. Well, this is so much easier.
I remember having an air conditioner years and years ago at an apartment, and it was so difficult to install. It was one of those old school window air conditioners, super hard to install. It never was flush, so we had to kind of take it out and put it back in. It was a pain. This is so much easier. And if you see here, this is all the stuff that you get to help that process, that installation process, much easier. Sean, can you just tell me about all this stuff and how easy it is to install?
Yeah, well, let's start with the tube that's standing up next to you first. So that's the flexible tube that I have here, that it's attached to the back of the unit, but also to the window kit itself. So that allows us to exchange the air, to get rid of that moist air. So when I put my hand on here, my tube is really warm. Why? Because I'm taking the heat and moisture out of my family room here and pushing it outside. Now, that's 5.5 feet long, and it's flexible. You can see I have mine twisted and turned to meet the shape and keep it a little bit closer to the wall. We do that because, all right, maybe you have a favorite easy chair that sits in a certain spot and you want to have some flexibility where you put this. Well, that's what that flexible tube allows you to do. Next thing you're seeing on the table there with you is you're seeing the window kit itself, which is this piece here. So that's that long piece in front of you. So that thing slides open. Even on your instruction card, it shows you how it slides open, and it says, okay, we can put this in the window as long as our window is anywhere from, roughly 18 inches out to 38 inches long. So what does that mean? That means as long as your window opens up and down like this, or side to side, sliding side to side, and it's no bigger than 38 inches or no smaller than 18 inches, this is going to fit in the window. Just like you're seeing there on your screen, it slid into the window, you close your window down on it, and you're ready to go. Now, a couple other pieces you have in front of you make it for a tighter seal. So The thing out in front right there, yeah, that piece there. So that's got some sticky tape on the one side and it's foam on the other. What that does is that allows you to seal it. So you can see I put a strip on top here and a strip down the bottom here. Why? Because I wanted to make sure there are no gaps in my window. I didn't want to lose the cool I'm putting in the room, but I also didn't want the heat to come in. And if you don't have screens and windows to where you live, you also don't want the bugs and critters to be able to get in. So that's what that's great for. Again, all of this that comes with DeLonghi and all the pieces in front of you either snap together, twist on, but you don't need any tools to install this. So it's not like, oh, you know, what kind of special tools do I need to saw? Do I got to cut this? No, you don't have to do any of that.
That's what I remember doing, having to cut stuff. It was terrible. I was like, are we doing this right?
It doesn't make for a good experience.
And we didn't do it right. We didn't. We didn't do it right. I think we had to hire somebody to come in and do it because we couldn't do it ourselves. And so I'm like, those days to me are long gone with portable air conditioners. They're just long gone. And that's what makes this one really neat. The fact that you can take it from room to room. Now, what size room is this going to make cool? How big of a room can we put this in?
That's a great question, because that's how you should shop for your air conditioner, by the size of the room you're going to use it in. So this will cool a room that's 500 square feet. Well, what does that mean? That's a room that's 20 feet by 25 feet with an 8-foot ceiling. If your room is larger than that, we have some others on QVC you can look up on .com that will cool up to 700 square feet. But this is perfect for 500 square feet and below. And why do I say below? Well, because there's a lot of ways you can adjust the temperature on this thing. So a big room, 500 square feet. The living room I'm in here is not 500 square feet. So this is doing a fantastic job of keeping it cool. I'm at 66 degrees, which is right here on the top. It tells me everything that's going on. I'm in the air conditioning mode, and I'm on medium fan speed. The other cool thing is I got a remote control. So everything I can control from the top of the unit here is on the remote. And people say, well, why do I need both? Well, for those of you that have kids and have lost a remote control before, a little hard to work an air conditioner if it doesn't have the dials on the unit itself too. So we tried to think of all of that to make it easier. So that's your remote control. We give you the batteries. When you turn it on, it gives you the temperature readout. So even in here, you can see on mine, it says 66 degrees is what I have mine set on, because I wanted it nice and cool in here. I wanted to wake up a little bit, get moving, get going. This is going to do that for me. Now, as far as temperature goes, you can go from 64 degrees cool, which to me kind of feels like a meat locker, but some people like that, all the way up to 89 degrees and anywhere in between. I see yours is set on 70 degrees there. That's the great thing about portable air conditioners, especially this DeLonghi. A lot of us have different temperatures where we are comfortable. So my parents are older, they're in their 90s. My parents' favorite temperature is 82 degrees. That's a little too warm for me, but it's perfect for them. So,
no, that's great. I hold steady at about a 72.
I'm with you. I'm like 71 is really my favorite temperature.
Yeah, I'm about a 71, 72. I think that's my jam. So if you are watching and you see that this is over $400, you don't have to worry about that because you can apply for a Q card. It's QVC's own credit card, and if you're approved, you can do special financing with this Q card up to 12 months. So you can spread those payments out over 12 months. So that's going to take it down from $85.92 to about $35.80 over 12 months. So just call QVC or go online and apply and try to get a Q card. That way you can be cool. You can get this home after the first payment. That's the great thing. You can get this home after the first payment and you can start using it immediately and feel cool for the summer because it's getting hot or it's already hot kind of where you are. Let's talk about, like, you said it's great for a small room that's about, well, not small, but about 500 square feet. Like, what are other areas you can use this in? I can totally see, like, putting this in my vacation home or in a tiny home or, you know, I think it can be used in a lot of different places because it's portable.
Well, that's the great thing about it. Because it is portable, because it's on those wheels, so all you're going to do is cut the box, lift the top of the box off, and wheel it into the place. Again, I'm plugged into a standard household outlet. The cord here is 6 feet long that comes with it. So we recommend that you plug this into an outlet that doesn't have a major appliance in it. In other words, if you're going to use it in the kitchen, don't plug it in the same outlet as your refrigerator. But you could use it in the kitchen. You can use it in a living room like I have here. Most people are going to use them in a bedroom. And why is that? Well, because a lot of times as you go upstairs or up levels in your home, the temperature can vary anywhere from 5 to 7 degrees, meaning it gets warmer the higher you go.
Yes.
And a lot of times in bedrooms, the bedrooms are on the end of the house. Well, where's the air conditioning system? It's usually on one end or the other. If you're on the opposite end, by the time the cool air gets to you, it's not cool anymore. So a lot of people use these in bedrooms. We have one upstairs. My son's bedroom is above the garage. Well, a lot of times when you have rooms above a garage, they're not insulated as well. So you get the heat and the cold. So it's perfect for a room like that. Now, portable. I've taken these camping with me. You can plug this into a generator. So because it's not so many BTUs, when you look on your screen and you see 11,500, if you have a decent sized generator, you can use it there. Think about it in your RV. Maybe you need a backup generator for that.
Yes.
So that vacation home that you talked about, everybody's looking to go away and go somewhere. And you look what the beach looks like or the lake looks like and all that, but do they have central air in the cabin? Does it work good? There's going to be a lot of you in there. Last thing you want to do is be laying there saying, the vacation was great, except we sweated every single night.
I was hot. You do this the whole time you're on vacation.
Yes.
Doesn't work. They say, doesn't fanning actually makes you hotter because of the energy that you're exerting? Like that makes you hotter than actually just sitting there. So question, does this leak or have like some type of container to catch water, or is that a concern with air conditioners?
Great question. So a lot of people are used to air conditioners. When they look outside, you see that stain running down the side of the house.
Yes.
That rusty, crusty, No. The way DeLonghi works is we actually pull the air into the unit. There's a little wheel in the bottom of the unit that pulverizes the water particles and we make it into a fine mist. That fine mist then is then pushed out this tube outside. Now, that's perfect. This is the animation showing that. So you can see that yellow arrows, that's the yucky air going into your DeLonghi air conditioner. The red arrows are the wet, moist air we're pushing outside. The blue air is the air we remove that moisture from that we're pushing back into your room. So the red sticky air that's going outside is pulverized by that little wheel. To me, it looks like a little hamster wheel, okay? So that thing there makes it into a fine mist, pushes it out through the tube. So there's no leaking, there's no dripping, there's no running down the side of the house. Now, we do give you a tube because some of you who live in Florida have really high humidity days. And sometimes it's a little tough for the air conditioner to keep up with the humidity. Well, there's a little plug on the back here that you hook your tube up to that you can drain. That's the only time you could do this. So full disclosure, I've had DeLonghis for years. I take them out into my garage because I like working on my classic car. I hate being hot. So I have it out there, and sometimes I cheat. I leave the garage door open. I'm getting cool in the sunlight, and I've never had to empty one of these even on the most humid days. So we give you this just in case, but that would be the only time you might have to empty something. And again, it's in your instructions. It's really easy to do.
Yes, I see the instruction card. This is so simple. Like it literally just kind of, it's almost like colored by numbers. It's so easy to read this and to put this together. This is so easy. So if you are one like me who has been challenged before and kind of putting stuff together, I don't think you can go wrong with this. It literally just lays it out for you in just a few short steps.
I wish more people would do this. Yeah, I mean, this is so great. It's laminated. You can keep it with the machine or keep it in the drawer when you're done. So follow along. Step 1 tells you what size window. Step 2, by step 5, you're ready to go. For me, it takes longer for me to get this out of the box than it does wheel it into my room and set it up. So, and the other thing I like too is it's not just instructions. We include the pictures with everything. So it makes it easier to understand when you can follow along with the picture and it explains what's going on. The other side just shows you the remote control, how the remote on the unit works, what the buttons are, what they do. So again, quick reference guide, quick install sheet right there. It just makes life so much easier. The last thing we want to do is have you spend hours trying to put something together that should take maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with that. The sooner we can get you cool, the better.
Yes.
So listen, if you are a person who has a home that is maybe a couple of stories and you don't want to spend a crazy amount of